Welcome to the Iron Circle, another day to strengthen your body and strengthen your mind. As always, ulitrain leo?
Leo nimetrain, hata sisi tumekuwa pamoja leo.
Yeah. Niko pale kwa gym naona unasukuma abs workout pale.
Yeah.
Mimi nilikuwa na rest leo, but I woke up and did a road work. And naonanga sometimes you kufanya road work, like, you know, you put some cardio in there. Yeah, so today I did some cardio, but naendelea kesho workout. Yeah.
Me leo nimepiga full body workout manze. On Saturdays I usually want to like catch in, feel the whole body, relax pia as I'm working out and meditate, thinking about how I'm planning life. So today for me was generally a full body workout.
Yeah.
Man.
That's nice.
Yes.
Anyway, tumesha tackle the first pillar of our brotherhood, which is fitness. Sasa tuingilie mindset. And today we are going to talk about something in affect vijana in general. So unajua mzee, kwa hii economy ya Kasongo sasa, it's so hard to make money, and you need to have, like, to embrace one quality, which is living within your means.
Thank you so much for that, man.
Yeah, it's so important. It's so important.
Tukipatana na wewe, I remember the conversation we had. Ilikuwa like,
muda
unakaa uko na ganji manze, lakini manze time yenye like unaweza sota unasota. Unajua unasemanga kusota na grace manze. Like usikae shida zako. But one thing I liked about you when I met you is you're one of the few people who could, manze, like, be broke and still not let it affect your mind. Unaona? Kuna broke na kuna when affecting your mindset. When it affects your mindset, in it or poverty.
Yeah.
So like, how did you learn, manze? If place gani ulifika kwa like, okay, kusota pia like manze is not a death sentence, because most men think kusota manze is a death sentence. Kama una do, you can do anything, you don't dress well, you're not taking care of yourself. Like, we realize that okay, nimesota, but it does not mean that this is my situation forever.
Yeah, I'll start by saying this. You know, the life of a man is more of like the life of a soldier.
Yes.
I like it. If the life of a man, like, kama wewe kama mwanaume, life yako si kama ya soldier, manze, you will suffer, especially in this current world, because right now you are bombarded with a lot of things to buy. Yes. And if you're not capitalism. Yeah. Itafanya you spend so much.
Yeah.
So the way I have cultivated my life, I'm a minimalist.
Yes.
Yeah. So unapata, for example, I'll give a very simple example. For example, when it comes to fitness, I've managed to get a very good body by very minimal things.
Yes.
For example, I don't do gym subscriptions. I work out from home. Mimi niko na gym kwa nyumba na bado manage kuattain, like that body.
Yeah.
So unapata mimi pesa yangu haiendi kwa gym.
Yes.
Unapata nanunua tu food kiasi kama omena hivi, mayai. Like, I don't invest so heavily in unnecessary things kama whey protein. I'm not against whey protein kwa sababu natumia hizo vitu, but in my opinion, hauzihitaji, and that's just but one area. Also in other areas, when it comes to kama kudress pia, unapata una structure your dressing in such a way that I'll buy it too expensive. Me, I don't wear designers. For example,
what's about your story?
Studio?
This nigga knows how to dress. He ends up saying mwenye ananipiganga competition. So right? Like when he tells you how to dress, maybe I can tell you for free. Yeah. The man just wanasema.
There was someone who said that when you are fashion starts with your body.
Yes.
When you go in shape,
yeah,
it's the first like fashion step. Like the step towards fashion.
Yes.
So if your body does not look good, must the art of buy design again, buy Gucci, buy any, but if you work on your body, you probably must spend less on clothes.
Yeah.
So no.
Nimekat
kwa gym, nikapoje nikakat pia kwa unaona zimemara
vizuri. No, I like what you say.
Yeah, zimemara vizuri sana. I work on my body. Afu napata pia in a transition to how I dress.
Yeah.
Now I don't invest in so much in clothing.
Yeah.
So
unapenda say regiment yako, like yako na kwa you need 3 pairs of jeans,
5
pairs of jeans, 5 pairs of jeans,
Yeah, unahitaji pia two sweatpants.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. T-shirt kadhaa, maybe uko na bomba jacket kama 3 hivi different colors. Yeah, na one trench coat.
Simple, and you look good. After for me, for shoes, Vans and Converse, go a long way. Simplicity is everything.
I also love Vans.
Yeah. So wanaume si lazima uvae chains, si lazima ndio ukae fiti, uende you buy expensive shoes, which will not even does not fit your body type, because as you said, I like what you said, fashion starts with your body. You have to understand how your body looks like. No job looked address. So you have to understand how your body looks like, and that is why fitness is very paramount.
Very paramount.
And I think the insisting stuff, and I like the fact and insisting always on fitness. Always. I love how our conversation always goes back to fitness. We say, manze, how do you maintain manze a nice body without using manze excess money? And manze home workouts. You can see, like he doesn't use money for gym subscriptions, manze. So yeah, those
And also another thing, ukisha train, as always we say, okay, train your body, also you're training your mind.
Yes.
We live in an age whereby the social media, you were scrolling always, now utapata unaambiwa buy this.
Hyper-consumerism.
Hyper-consumerism, as you have said.
Yeah.
So unapatanga, if you don't have a strong mind, like you cannot say no to some things.
That's very true.
Utajipata tu maybe unachukua loans kununua some things which are very unnecessary. So you should always work on your mindset. Venye you can easily say no.
100%.
I'm saying unachapa zero, there's no way unaweza shindwa kumanage some cravings.
100%. And also pia kwa food, I think pina kuanga hiyo stuff. When you manage to curb your appetite, you will find yourself spending money on food which is unnecessary and which actually destroys your body.
Absolutely.
Manze, my weight, okay, we'll talk with me. I don't know if I'm going to go on that journey, manze. So like, I also liked about what you said about having a soldier mentality. So going back to spirituality, because I believe easy to sort of stem from a life of following God. Kuna verse inasemanga, a soldier does not get entangled in civilian affairs, manze. And if you're a Christian, manze, unafaa kujua, manze, we are called to live like soldiers, manze. And I love what you said. Life of a man is soldier. Lazima kuwe na soldier mindset. Utajipata manze au consume vitu manze. Constantly ovyo manze. You're able to live within your means, and if you're able to live within your means, you're able to live a productive life.
Ikiisha, you go and hunt.
Exactly.
You unasema utakula.
Na unajua like wase msidhani ati manze like we don't go through these things ama make it manze. How many times mara tumepatana si watu wawili tumesota?
Mara moja.
Hata
tunajiambia let's take a walk.
Wacha tuseme hata leo tu yenyewe tu manzi, unaona? And this is the reason why we are doing these things, to show you and for you guys to come and see kwa life yetu manzi as men vile inakuanga manzi. This is not manzi a book we are trying to read to you. This is life experience.
Absolutely.
Authenticity at its finest. So like kusota it's something that it's not a death sentence. You shouldn't be stressed when umesota. Would you say that your mind becomes stronger when you umesota, where you're like sinner and I have to get through the day?
Bro, we are forged in the iron. Ukipitiza mashida, appreciate it, because sasa unajua you are training your mind. So usiogope mashida hapo manze. You suffer, and then ukitokea kwa mbele tukwasa umetoka ukiwa, you're sharpened.
So it's something that you have to go through.
Absolutely.
What else do you think was wanaume spending? What wanaume spend, especially in our generation? Why do you think men spend more?
I'm so disappointed with those men when you're wanafanya you need to use facial. Like, why?
Why don't even know a product?
Bro,
skincare product.
I don't think the God created us, man. Mwanaume ufai kuna spend so much on
cosmetics.
Cosmetics. Like hiyo ni pesa unafaa kuwa drive in other things. Hata vile ungetu food ya maana, vitu kama proteinous food kama mayai. Anyway, that's one area yenye nafikiria like we don't totally need to spend on as men. So hiyo mambo hata chetu warembo wetu hiyo ikuwe area.
100%.
Hiyo mimi as a man hapo uhitaji.
For me, clubs.
Clubs
unanunua ya 20,000, ya 30,000, ya 50,000 na kuna kitambi. Instead of working hata by the way you do upeleke kwa gym subscription, you want to go out there and flex and show people, man, this is me, this is my status. Not knowing the fact that manze unaweza kuwa na hiyo na mindset yako kwa uja change, wala utakuwa fala. As we usually say, money does not insulate better.
Absolutely.
So I feel like men, manze, okay, know what's important and what's fundamental in life and where you need to spend your money. I think life is easier because we are very simple creatures, manze. We don't need a lot.
We don't need a lot. Now you come to understand this when you make your life to be that simple, because I personally believe that as a man you should be a servant. You should be a servant. You cannot be a servant if you yourself not so much for yourself. You must deny yourself so that your family, either those who are depending on you, wapate ku enjoy.
One who loses his life will find it.
As a man, mimi nasemanga we are happy by proxy.
Yes. Yeah.
Ukiona watu wako wamekuwa sawa ndio unakuwa sawa.
Unakuwa sawa. Yeah.
Huwezi kuwa watu wako sawa kama mwenyewe unashinda unajigawia.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So as a man you try as much as possible to wewe mwenyewe you live on little.
Yes.
Ndio wase wako wapate nini? Wapate mingi ndio sio unawagawia.
Well, I love what you're saying kwa sababu right now I'm reading the Gospels and nimemaliza Luke and one area I liked was where the disciples walikuwa wana dispute na walikuwa wanauliza Christ who's the greatest among the kingdom. Na Christ akawaambia aje, the greatest among you is the least of all. To be the greatest, you have to be the least. To be the greatest, you have to be a servant. So you can't lord over. Unajua kukua like tumezoea our society imetufundisha that kukua na so much ndio manze na kukua na authority over people manze ndio kukua great manze. But it's weirdly enough that it's the reverse.
It's the reverse. Yeah. It's in being what? It is in like there you have said.
Yeah.
Oh,
to be the greatest, you have to be the least.
You have to be the least. Like Christ. Christ is a prime example.
Yeah, Christ is a prime.
Yeah, another person who embrace your kitu kwa movie fulani sio kwa nafikiri most of you wamewatch ni Vikings. Have you watched Vikings?
Yeah, Vikings. Ragnar Lothbrok.
Ragnar Lothbrok ame-embrace your kitu sana. Unapatanga like anaweka watu wake vizuri.
Yeah.
Ndio afu unapata like wase hata they trust him more.
Exactly. And also both on their firstborns, you and their firstborn, and we know how that is. Uwezi kuwa wewe ni firstborn na wewe unakuja manze unaanza manze wewe unataka kuchukua kila kitu.
Exactly.
Manze wewe unataka kubaiwa ile stuff manze unaona. You have to watch and it's true like whenever I see my younger ones happy manze me napatanga you say happiness by proxy. Najipata manze anakuwa happy. And it's true, less is more. I was actually discussing with a lawyer friend of mine. He's an old guy and alikuwa like ananiambia but don't know when I realize even when I eat less manze is when my body I feel healthier.
True. Me I'm on that. Less is more.
Less is more. Less
is more. So itabia unaambiwa kula manze no. Less is more. Me I personally do intermittent fasting. I eat at 11 and I eat at 4. So I eat within a 5 window period and then I fast for 19 hours. And it is working perfectly for me.
Kabisa. Na just zingine tunananga mazee vile mazee tumesota mazee ni kale like we are going through something. It is one of the best things you can go in life as a man. Because atunge realize hizi vitu you won't be in the trenches. Wewe imagine sasa tungekuwa na dome say without going through this school of like okay fasting is important manze. Less is more manze. You know working out from home. Hata mimi I like working out from home manze and doing calisthenics manze makes my body feel better. These are not things you would realize because society has taught us kuna gym subscription and nakumbuka time fulani ulikuwa unasema unainvest kwa gym sasa hadi unajipata umebuy gym attire, unajipata umebuy bag, umepata umejibuy water bottle like very unnecessary stuff. Unnecessary stuff.
Una forget about discipline and consistency. The only two things you need when you want to work out. Discipline and consistency. This is already highlights, bro. Any highlights.
And we don't have another choice. We don't have an alternative, especially kwa economy ya Kasongo. So if you're a Kenyan, right now you have to learn how to survive through the tough times. And especially if you're a man right now.
Double down.
You have to cut whatever it is that is unnecessary in your life so that you can and most importantly what it does too for your mindset manze. You don't need a lot. Kushika soldiers vile wanaishi tu uniform wanamka you know they're not kwa makeja 5 bedrooms with 50-inch TVs manze like if you embrace your mind you actually see the beauty of life because I think also one thing the matrix or the system has done is kutaka tukae tu indoors. So get out there, push yourself, tembea walking. By the way, kama umesota inabidi kutembea.
What ideas?
Walking enhances creativity. So those are the things you guys need to learn. You guys need to work on, and then life itakuwa fiti manze. It is not a death sentence to be a man. It is beautiful to be a man. Any parting shot?
Connecting to what you just said. Sometimes given a choice of whether you want to be born a man again or a girl, ungeselect them?
Mungu akufanya makosa. Mwanaume mimi ni mwanaume. Mungu akufanya makosa. I would say I would want to be born different would be like saying man I know better than God. So akufanya makosa.
Because unajua sasa kuna madness inaendelea unapata iko US sana sana though ina trickle down to Africa. Unapata kuna wanaume wanataka kuwa mademu.
Yeah.
Mademu wanataka kuwa wanaume. Mzee
No, and I would say not even to send that the extent ya kutaka ku change genders, the way that also men are behaving nowadays. We're emotional, we want to be taken care of, tunataka tuambiwe baba. So ile stuff ya TikTok ilikuwa ina trend.
gani?
Ile ya baba, ile ya demo anapembeleza chali yake. I remember you showed me your challenge ilikuwa ina trend TikTok.
Oh yeah.
So like hizo ndio vitu like makes us be like unaangalia vitu kama like, do men really want to be women?
Okay, sielewangi ni kwa nini wasema wanataka kuwa like if you are a man unataka kuwa a woman ama you are a woman unataka kuwa a man. But I think it's simply because kumekuwa na a disconnect. Of like a disconnect ama ni a mixture.
Yeah.
Kuna confusion.
Yeah.
Unapata wasema wajui roles zao.
Yeah. And of course we're not taught that, and I said it yesterday nikiwa kwa the other podcast. We're not taught that in schools.
Yeah, we're
in
not
schools tulikaa chini tukafundishwa a lot of nonsense algebra. Yenye tu apply sahi manze. We were not taught about what it is to be a man, to be a woman, manze. And through that, society imekuwa in chaos, because so much in chaos, where a lot of men, manze, wame lost, manze. The girl child wamekuwa empowered, and it is so, manze. Like, empower the girl child, manze. I love what the women are doing. But also, men need to sit down, nafaa tukae chini, and know what it is to be a man.
Like as a man, you cannot always complain.
You cannot always complain.
You remember in our last law that we discussed, like there's no time for you to sit down and cry.
And cry, for sure. It is never getting easier.
Yeah. Women are strong right now. Rise up as a man. Double down. And it is an opportunity for us to rise. Kama demo wako wana make it k bro, make 160.
Yeah, we make 160.
Hakuna ukapa na kwanza sema sijui ni yao nini.
Exactly. And one thing you can be able to do that by is by your mindset. You can do that without a strong mindset, without a strong body. No matter insist on fitness. Inaanza na fitness, when you take care of your body, your mind inakuwa stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah. So that's it for
today.
Yeah, living within your means. Live within your means. Very essential.
Yeah, and as always, stay strong and stay sharp. And every time
it's game time.